universe, yes, God, I know that you are more than willing to give me everything that will be supportive of me, and that it's really just for me to accept. And so when you get into that point of grateful acceptance, back to gratitude, then the universe brings what you need. You don't have to send out specific smoke signals of what it is that you're wanting to attract. The universe knows, and it's really just waiting on us to get to our point of acceptance, our point of gratitude, our point of openness to get it. So we're going today to spend a little bit of time just finding our own attitude and space of gratitude. Because when we are in gratitude, we're saying, yes, we welcome and we are grateful and we accept everything that is coming. And when we're in that space of acceptance, what happens is more blessings come. More blessings come. They multiply. And the amazing thing about this sort of energy work, holding this space. And, when I first started coming to Om, I would hear people use the phrase, holding your space for somebody, or holding your space for a situation. I didn't know what they were talking about to start with. And then when I figured out what they were talking about, I didn't know if I was ever doing it right. So I kind of figured out on my own that the easiest way for me to hold my space was to find a space of gratitude. And it didn't really matter then beyond that, because that's such a loving and beautiful space that the universe just takes that energy and does what needs to be done. You don't have to know what needs to be done. So today we're going to be able to support Madame and support the other energy workers that are there just through holding our space of gratitude. And I want to start that by doing something we used to do in a little Baptist church on Wednesday night prayer meeting. The minister would always open the floor for people to share their testimony. And what he was actually allowing people to do was just to share something that they were grateful for, something that had happened in the week that had caused them to feel gratefulness. And one of the best ways, I think, for us to begin to find our own space of gratitude, or to strengthen that space of gratitude this morning, is just to open it up and allow anyone who has anything, however small, however big, that they would like to share that has given, that they can feel gratitude about this morning.
Well, this is a...
I'm sorry, I'm also going to ask if you're able to come up to the mic so that Shatan and the folks can hear.
Thank you. I'm Belina, and this is an experience I've had very recently, which is certainly to the point of gratitude and the immediacy that the vibration brings. Have you ever gotten a speeding ticket? You've been pulled over, you get a ticket, the officer comes and says, "Let me see your license." And you hand it to him, and he does his thing. You get the ticket. Have you ever found yourself saying thank you? When he leaves, have you ever said thank you? No. Well, I did that. I did that about a week ago. I didn't actually get the ticket. What occurred was I got pulled over about 2 o'clock in the morning, leaving some friends. He said, "Where are you coming from?" I said, "I'm coming from Smyrna." He said, "You sure you weren't coming from 352 Irwin Street?" I said, "No, what's that? Is that a new club?" He said, "No, let me have your license." I gave him my license. And when I handed it to him, I said, "Thank you." When he came back, he said, "Ma'am, I apologize for any inconvenience. We got a call that a gold car had been involved in an incident up on Irwin Street, and we know now that you're not that car. So travel safely and have a great day." So just the immediacy of gratitude. It's clearly not a situation to be grateful for or in, but just the immediacy of that, I think, is really, really inviting and encouraging.
Yeah, very good. Perfect example.
Morning, Emily. It's Jessica. Hi, I'm Jessica. And I'm grateful for, I do hair, and at work, I'm trying to get busier. I often find myself stressed about money, so I'm doing a suggested tactic by a friend where I visualize my book filling up and very specific about haircuts, colors, foils, whatever. And I've had a really busy week by doing that. So I am grateful for the universe providing what I desire, and also my ability to create. Thank you.
Thank you. Here you go, Grandma.
Grandma Gigrati, and I lost my job. Well, I quit my job the week before Christmas last year. I had been in the job for 4 years. My boss was extremely abusive, and I just had told myself, okay, if she does one more thing, how much are you going to take, Gigrati? You need to quit, because you just shouldn't allow somebody to treat you this way. So the time came, and she didn't give me a bonus check at Christmas, which she has done for the last 4 years, and all of a sudden didn't. And so I just looked at her and said, I'm sorry, but I've got to resign. And it was really hard to come out of my mouth, but I followed through with it. Okay, so then Christmas comes, I have no job, and I've been reading A Course in Miracles, and I'm trying to keep myself always in a positive space. So, of course, when you lose a job, you instantly start worrying about how you're going to pay your bills, what's the next job you're going to get, you got to interview, you got to send all this stuff that comes along with finding a new job. And I kept, every now and then, would get a sense of kind of panic, but then I'd stop myself and say, no, the universe is going to take care of you. So just be in that positive, grateful space for not having to be in that horrible job any longer. So I applied for jobs and sent my resumes out, didn't get anything, starting to try to panic. No, 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 don't panic. It's going to be okay. Then last week, I picked up a newspaper. I'm a student at KSU in psychology. I picked up the school newspaper and looked at the want ads just because I had nothing to do. I was sitting there eating my lunch. And lo and behold, there was a position for someone who was majoring in psychology. So I sent my resume to this company. They called me back the next day. I had an interview on Monday that lasted 5 minutes, and I got a job not only using my degree, but it's possibly going to be an internship, which will help me also move ahead in school. So, I mean, it couldn't have been more perfect. You know, I didn't have to go through all these interviews to try to find a job. It was one interview, 5 minutes, deal's done. And it's going to be working with autistic children, and my granddaughter was autistic, so it's going to be very rewarding, and I'm just so excited and so grateful for keeping myself in that space of peace.
That's excellent.
That's great.
Very good.
I'm at peace here now. Hey, this is Nancy, and I'm grateful to be reminded to be grateful for the loss of my only consistent source of income last week, and I'm grateful for the fact that it opens up possibilities. I don't know what they are yet, but I'm really grateful for the potential, and I'm grateful to be here. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Very good. Very nice. Go ahead, John.
As y'all know, these last couple of years have been quite a challenge for me.
Last couple of years have been a challenge.
But I kept wanting to build an environmental project. And I got a commitment of funding this past week. It's not for the entire project, but it'll keep me going until I can put other dollars together. And so even though I've been down, even though I've had challenges, there's love on the planet.
Yes, sir. Very nice. Very good. And congratulations on what's happened this week.
Thank you.
That's great. All right. And I don't know about you all, but I can literally feel the energy of the room rising. I was going to give you all a chance. I was getting there. I was going to say I'm feeling the energy in this room rising, the vibration rising just from us sharing. And I wanted to check in with the Italian Brigade and find out how they're feeling and see what they're grateful for this morning. So Italians, go ahead.
Yes, thank you, sweetie. I should have given you time to do
That's
it.
all right, baby.